All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our third episode of Sport Management in the time of COVID-19. Today, we are joined by sophomore Mallory Harder. She is currently a student in the Sport Management program, pursuing her BA in Sport Management with a minor in communication, and she is originally from Bothell, Washington.
Hi.
Hello. So, a fun fact about Mallory, she played soccer and ran track in high school, and she is currently an active member of her sorority, Delta Gamma, here at WSU. All right, so Mallory, let's start off by talking a little bit about how this semester has gone for you. So, what sport management classes are you currently taking?
Right now I'm in sport finance as well as sport programs.
So, what have you been learning and working on in those classes, and how has your experience kind of evolved as this situation has gone on this semester?
Well, in sport finance, we're talking and learning about basically anything that has to do with the economics and the money side of sports, as well as just money in general throughout life, like budgeting. And in sport programs, we're learning about recreational sports, tournaments, programs, and anything like that. And both of them are kind of similar. We're doing a lot of group projects, which, as you can imagine, can be kind of difficult now that we're online. So that's where I've seen the biggest changes is now working through presentations and group projects over Zoom and Google Docs and kind of stuff like that.
So, has that transition been smooth, or has there been anything you've kind of learned to make it easier as you've gone online, or how about that?
Well, it was a little rough at first, just adapting to everything because most of us had never used Zoom before. So once we figured that out, it wasn't that hard. Working on the actual projects themselves, adapting to being online wasn't as difficult because we already use Google Docs and stuff like that, so we don't have to meet all the time for group projects. So that wasn't too hard, but now that we've gotten the hang of it, it's getting better. It's not too hard.
So, Mallory, you also have experience working with the Seattle Seahawks. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So I work with the Seahawks Street Team, which is basically a group of people where we work with fan interaction, whether it be at training camp, home games, or other events like player charity events and stuff like that. So we just coordinate, like we set up tables and we set up walking around helping you out, that's us. Or at home games, if you've gone to Touchdown City, which is an event before the game where you can hang out and play games, we do that too. So it's just a lot of fan interaction is what we work with.
Nice. So is there a lot of that goes on over the summer?
Yeah, it's mainly over the summer. That's when a lot of the other events are. Like there'll be fan combines where you can go and there'll be a couple players there and you can do different football things with them. And then training camp is at the end of the summer, which is where we spend most of our working time.
So are you planning on doing that again this summer? And if you are, how has the current situation kind of played into that?
Yeah, I am planning on it. I was actually going to use it to earn some 394 credit for practicum hours. So that has changed a little bit now, just since we can't have big events. A lot of them have been canceled, which takes away some of the hours that I would have gotten. Training camp, it's still up in the air. It's up to the NFL and what they choose to do because all the teams have to do the same thing. So it's a countrywide thing. And so it's just a day-to-day thing to see what that's going to look like this summer. Hopefully I'll still be working and doing a lot of hours there, but we'll see.
So what have you learned from the current situation that you think you could take with you just as a learning experience to implement into your future career?
Just definitely how to be adaptable. Like everybody is changing, everybody's life and their situations are changing right now. I see it a lot with my parents and like in their work, they're doing stuff very similar to us working through Zoom. And so you can see the importance of being able to adapt to different situations, not only in school, but in a real job. And then also time management, because like doing school at home is way different than doing school at school. So you got to kind of practice setting up aside time to do work while also being at home. And so time management is a big thing that I've been able to work on that I know I'll use later.
And do you have any advice to sport management students who are in school right now for kind of making it through this time?
Yeah, definitely to make use of advising opportunities. Corey McGrath, our advisor, she's the best advisor, is always ready to help and so helpful in everything. And definitely take advantage of her help.
All right. Well, thank you, Mallory, for joining us today. We really appreciate you joining us and giving us some of your insight. So, best of luck as you continue to move forward in the program. Go
Thanks.
Cougs.
Go Cougs.